YouTube this morning, so I don't know what's going on. Hopefully everything is working. Happy Saturday, everybody. Yeah, I don't know what I've done. Let me check my YouTube on my other device. Make sure I didn't screw something up here. What have I done? Ooh, talking to myself. How did I schedule that for 3:48 p.m.? That's odd. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. I don't know what I did, but I did something. Good morning, Corey. Good morning, Pro Pyro. Happy Saturday, you guys. Oh my gosh, that's how I feel this morning, MK. I know I should sleep, but the voice is in my head. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's having a great day so far. Curly Green Leaf, happy Saturday. And what's up, Ray? Happy Saturday, everybody. Oh my gosh, I am really disorganized today. I have been trying to... What's up, Cavs? Good morning, good morning. That was a good short video. You know what? I saw it and I was like, okay, I gotta make a short out of this because this is funny. So, I was just working on putting the bucket system back together. I didn't finish the other day, so, okay. Let me just calm down here, have a sip of coffee. Cheers, everybody. Happy Saturday. So, yesterday, I unboxed my brand new RO system, the Hydrologic Stealth 150. So I realized that there's the 150 and the 300. So, because I was like, what does the number stand for? Duh, gallons per day. So, the invoice for the what's up, Mia? Happy Saturday. The invoice for the RO system said that I got an upgraded KDF 85 carbon filter, which is better if you're trying to remove as much chlorine as possible. What's up, number 2? Good to see you. The garden is coming along well, except we were supposed to get some plants in today, and that's not going to happen today. It's going to happen tomorrow, only because the RO system came with the coconut carbon filter, and that's not what I ordered. I ordered a KDF catalytic carbon filter, which is supposed to be better in terms of what you're filtering out of the water. What's up, Runt? McDonald's over Burger King any day, of course. What's up, Linda? Good to see you. So it came with the coconut carbon filter, which is totally fine. It's just not exactly what I ordered. So it's still gonna work. It'll still be fine. So last night I was like, oh God, I should return it. Or do something with it. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should get the proper filter or if I should just make sure that mine works or whatever. Anyways, so I did a bit of research, and the coconut carbon filter that it comes with is fine. I can use it. So I didn't make water yesterday because I was going back and forth with the company trying to figure out, should I return this or should I not? So I was going to see if they could send me the carbon filter and the catalytic carbon filter, and I just send back the coconut carbon filter. However, they're saying that they actually no longer supply the catalytic carbon filters, no longer ship to Canada. So pretty much I'm SOL. So they're willing to give me my money back, and I'll just use the carbon filter. So this morning I started... yesterday I was busy with that correspondence that I didn't even get to make water. We were supposed to set our systems up today. So today I decided, all right, I'm gonna stick with this coconut carbon filter for now. We're gonna get the systems going, and then maybe later I'll get an even better upgraded filter. They have a Chlora series, something that filters out chlorine and chloramine. So, and also I'm getting a water softener. So I'm gonna stick with this filter. It's good enough for now, especially if I leave out the water. The chlorine will, the chlorine will eventually evaporate and it'll be fine. What's up, Hoobs Groove? And what's up, Andy? Good to see you. Happy Saturday, everybody. Metal Rules, all that space, and now I'm fretting over a 2x2 and 2x4 tent. Meta Rules, Metal Rules, I'm envious right now because I even brought, I mean, it's such a stupid girly notebook, I know, but I even brought my notebook down because today we actually have to write a checklist about what I need to do in order to get these plants in the system. You know, I'm very much, yeah, let's go for it. And I promised that we were gonna get plants in the system today. What's up, Blooming Rose? Happy Saturday. And what's up, Gamasetta? Good to see you guys. Cheers, everybody. Habitual Hobbies. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Bernie? Good to see you. So I'm in a good mood, but I'm a little bit, Natalie strikes again. So I go for things. I don't research. What's up, Ruckman? Good to see you. I don't think things through. And now I'm like, no, slow down, stop. We're not gonna get plants in the system yet. There's still a very important step that you're missing. So Habitual Hobby started this train of thought. I don't know if I already said good morning, Bernie. Good morning, Bernie. Happy Saturday. Sometimes I'm talking and I'm like, did I stop to say hi? Didn't I? And then I forget. Short-term memory, you guys. So one of the most important steps is the nutrients. This grow, we are making the switch from the synthetic nutrients, or sorry, the hybrid between synthetic and organic. So before we were using the Flora series, or the Flora Nova series, and now we're going to be using the Flora series. So not having water is not the only reason why we can't start this grow today, but Habitual made a good point yesterday. She said, don't you want to fill your system with water and nutrients and let it run a little bit, then you could check your pH, do all that stuff, then you get your plants in? And I'm like, you know what? That sounds like a much better order to do things in. So I decided to take a step back because now that we're using new nutrients, I've got to wrap my head around it. How do I implement it? So this morning, I don't have a color printer, but I went ahead and I printed off the feeding charts. I'm going to keep these in the grow tent. I know that I'm going to have to kind of do a little bit at a time and start off slow versus putting in the full amount. This did not print well, but so I have the feeding chart here, so I'm going to look at and actually write down what I need to add in my system before we set it up, before we get it going. So today I have the ability to set up the tower. I do have enough water still from when I was making distilled water to fill up the tower. Now, in terms of the buckets, I don't have enough water. So we're not even going to do that yet. I'm going to take some time to literally write down, okay, for the first feeding for the grow tower, how much am I going to put of each or whatever is required. So my printer didn't print this in the best quality. I should have changed the settings, but it looks like you need to use a little bit of everything all at once. So if you're growing, yeah, for base nutrients. So I'm going to have to, if you want a light feed, medium feed, or aggressive feed. So I don't know what to start with. I'm assuming I would start with, I'm trying my best to be diligent, Habitual. It's challenging. So for those of you that are new here, I just go for it. I don't think things through. I do whatever the heck I feel like, whenever the heck I feel like it. And oftentimes I have to go back later and fix my mistakes, which is kind of crappy. I don't want to have to do that. I want to be able to do things right the first time so that I don't have to go back and fix things later or deal with an issue later. So I've got some homework later. I got to look at, oh, all right. Everyone in the chat, I want you to vote. Are we doing a light feed or a medium feed? Yes, I am here for that. Nice. Thanks, Blooming Rose. I wonder how this hemp ban is going to affect seeds. Time to make seeds. Gardening is a 24/7 job. Love it nonetheless. Honestly, there's so much work. That's why I brought my notebook down. I'm like, okay, we're going to take notes because we still have to set up the trellis. We still have to put the pump filter in. We still have to get all the net pots in the tower to block the holes that are going to be empty. We still have to get our nutrients right. We still have to test the pH and the EC before we get the plants in. There's a lot of things to do. Work your way up. That's the goal. Yeah, so we're going to start with the light feed and increase. Does the system ever leak? Only due to user error. So sometimes I don't hook it up right and I get a little bit of a leak, or I do hook it up right and then I don't know, one of the rings or something, the what are they called? Quick connect rings, or I don't know. Anyways, plants are like baking. Science, metal rules, exactly. And I am not good at like math and measurements, which is why I printed the feeding charts out. And I'm actually going to write down what I should feed my plants and log it, so that when we have conversations on the live and I'm like, oh, I don't know what happened to my plants, I can go back to the data, like the actual numbers and the information that I wrote down, and that way I'm not taking a shot in the dark or playing guessing games. Seedlings don't need much. I'd say light, can always add more. That's the thing that I didn't realize. I just burned some circles into Z-Thick styrofoam lid for my hydroponic onion seeds. Sounds awesome, Blooming Rose. Can't wait to check that out. What's up, Les? Happy Saturday. Yes, like cooking, you can add, but you can't take out. Exactly. My first round will be in a week or two. Nice. Yeah, so what's up, GT Junior? Good to see you. So we've got a lot of planning to do today. Tomorrow we'll start filling things up. I'll have enough water. I'm going to focus on that today. So I pulled the system, the RO system, out of the box, and I read the instructions. I connected. So you have an option for the RO system that I got. You can get a 2-to-1 flow rate, which gives you a 2-to-1 wastewater to clean water ratio, and it actually ruins the life of your membrane faster. However, you get cleaner or pure water or lower ppm or whatever. So I chose, because you can also do a 1-to-1 flow rate ratio, I decided 2-to-1, and you're supposed to do a flush before you use the system. So I used the flush, or I did the flush for 2 to 3 minutes, and then you're supposed to like close one of the valves and really flush the system for 45 minutes. So I did that this morning. That's done. This afternoon, I can focus on actually making water. So for the bucket systems, I only have plants to fill 1 bucket system right now. So those are going to be, I think I'm going to need like 30 gallons, probably 30 gallons. So I can make that for today. And then the second bucket system we'll get as soon as our peppers sprout, but we're still a couple weeks out for that. The grow tower, we're going to start tomorrow. I already have enough water to get that started. I just need to kind of short circuit about the nutrients off the live and then I'll be good. I'll be able to implement it. So I'm just going to actually write a bit of a checklist of what is still left to do before I move on. What did I miss in the chat? Thank you so much, William. Appreciate that. What's up, Nikki? This is well, it's a grow tent. You can grow whatever you want, but I grow food in this grow tent. You are following me from Bowtie's live. Oh, was Bowtie live this morning? I didn't check him out. I must have missed it. All right, guys. So I'm going to write a bit of a checklist. You know what, MK? I was so stressed out this morning because I'm like, no, Hash is right. It's gonna be day 26. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we're quickly approaching day 26. So this journal is blank. It's completely empty. I've never used it before. This is gonna be my Grow Tent journal. It's got fireworks on it. All right, so first thing I need to do, I need to make water. I also need to pot more seeds. I need to, are you a farmer? Maybe one day I'll be a farmer. I don't know. Live vacuuming his garden. Nice. What's up, Corleone? Good to see you. What day is it of the reset? This month is flying. We're at 2 weeks. So 2 weeks ago today, we started to take the plants. Oh my gosh, I do not like Katy Perry at all. Don't come at me. Don't. But I cannot stand that song. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Like, what the hell? No, I don't feel like a freaking plastic bag. Like, come on, man. Stupid lyrics. Anyways. Make water, pop seeds, attach the rest of the lines, trellis, figure out nutrients. Oh my gosh, I have the worst writing, like the worst writing. Not bad, sweet voice. Thank you so much. I like to watch Katy Perry on mute. Yeah, she's making millions, so she can go make millions somewhere else. I don't really care. We're laughing so hard. Yes, I feel like a plastic bag. Well, Mia, that's a you problem. Oh man. Oh, is it plastic doll? I think she means plastic bag in the wind. You know when there's like a plastic bag just blowing in the wind and it kind of just has no direction? I think that's what she means. Anyways, all right, so we got to figure out the nutrients. What else do I have to do? I have to get the fans up. And that's it, I think, right? So we're gonna start, I'm just gonna do this entire run. So for those of you that are new here, we're starting a new grow. These are the bucket systems. We're gonna do, I think, just 12-12 the entire run from start to finish. So I've got to get all my timers in the grow tent set up. Set up all timers because my seedling lights and my lemon seedling light over there, they're not on timers right now. I manually turn them off every night at around 8 o'clock. And every morning I turn them back on at 8 o'clock. All right, so there's a few things we've got to do today. We've got to set up some timers. We've got to get the fans up. I don't have zip ties, so a lot of these things I can't get done. But we're going to figure it out. So for now, all right, trellis. I gotta see if I have enough zip ties. I might have just enough zip ties to get the trellis up. Is it like a greenhouse for winter? No, this is a grow tent. What's up, Paul? We are growing, we're going to be growing some food in this grow tent. This is where I am learning how to grow all my own produce. So I'm gonna show you guys the tent in just a second and the seedlings. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You should sing to your plants, they will grow better. I already do, Armin. Thanks for being here. Happy Saturday. So I'll show you guys here. We've got our seedlings. So they've been in here a little too long and it's cold. The tomatoes are kind of getting purple. I might have to start some new seeds. We'll see. We'll seed. And then we've got our lettuce here. So all that stuff is going to be going into the system. So these bucket systems, these are all 4-inch net pots. It's one plant per bucket. They're all connected. It's a Dutch bucket system. And all these plants here are going to be tomato plants. This side here is going to be cucumbers and flowers of different varieties. And then all this is gonna be peppers, all kinds. Half is gonna be sweet peppers, the other half is gonna be spicy peppers, and then we've got this grow tower and the green grow tower are both for lettuce and herbs, but at different growth stages. So we're gonna start with the green tower, and we're gonna get the green tower as full as we can with lettuce and herbs. And then I have a different growth stage of lettuce and herbs in here, so that when that tower is done and we're ready to pack her up, I have lettuce here, and then so on and so forth. So we switch back and forth from tower to tower. And then obviously we have our seedlings here. Yeah, they're not seedlings, they're moving to adulthood, so I got to get them in the system, you guys. So I think, okay, first of all, I think I'm going to be doing another live today. Yes, I'm planting strawberries again, MK. So I think I'm going to do a live tonight, because my goal is to make water and figure out my nutrients so that I can at least get everything set up like today, and then I can move on to getting the plants in tomorrow. So I might, depending on what my day looks like, grow potatoes. I'm going to try growing potatoes for sure. Depending on what my day looks like today, I might hop on another live just to finish. So I have to add trellis, I have to add water to the systems, and I have to get my nutrients in. That way, that'll put me in a position where tomorrow morning I could test my pH and my EC and make sure I'm exactly where I want to be so that we can get the plants in. I really feel I feel the pressure to stay on track to get these plants in the buckets like tomorrow or Monday at the latest, because we're mid-November and it's gonna take like 4 to 8 weeks for this stuff to start flowering, and I want to have food by the winter. So I just got my shipment of meat from a farm, and so if I can get my produce growing, I ain't going to the grocery store all winter, you guys. So I am trying to position myself so that I can really execute on my mission this grow. Does it cost a lot to grow that amount of produce in your tent, like the cost of the lights, whatever else you use? Yes, William, and right now I'm not recouping the cost, so it does. Please order the Katrina cucumber, you will love it. Okay, I will. Sounds like you got your work cut out for you. Yep, and yet I'm still here just chatting. I gotta start working. But yes, we're gonna be doing strawberries, MK. Write down Johnny's selected seeds in that notebook so you can order the pastel zinnia and the Katrina cucumber. All right. I'm gonna have a section, notes from chat. It's gonna be in the back of the book. No, what is it called? Johnny's selected seed. And then last on the list is order from Johnny's selected seed. All right, so even though we have our work cut out for us, this is good, because now I know exactly what I need to do. I'm not sitting around here telling you guys that I'm gonna get stuff in the buckets when I'm not. What's up, Bowtie? Good to see you. I totally did not realize you were on a live. Otherwise, I would have popped in while I was trying to get my RO system working. That would have been a nice little thing to listen to while I was working. But I'm going to be clearing leaves. Looks like you are getting closer to planting in that tent. Closer, but not close enough, you guys. Oh my gosh. Cost? What's that? I know, you guys, the bill. It's like, I feel like, you know what I feel like right now? Like, just like throwing money all over the grow tent. Yes, less is a hoot every day. Why don't you grow outside? I do in the summer, but I only grow flowers. So first of all, I don't have organic soil. I'd have to get a raised bed, and to build on that soil to get it organic is gonna take a while, and I don't have all year. Because I live in Canada, we have, the majority of the year is cold. 9 months out of 12 is not growing weather. And so that only leaves me with 3 months. How could I possibly grow enough in 3 months and be able to store it for the rest of the year, right? I'm on a mission to mitigate any trips to the grocery store. I don't want to have to buy produce or meat from the grocery store. Produce is being heavily sprayed and still classified as organic, and I'm not okay with that. And also meat, now they're selling cloned meat on the shelves, and they don't need to disclose that it is cloned. And I mean, it's controversial. A lot of people are like, well, it's cloned, it's still meat. But in my opinion, it's just, yeah, I don't want to eat that. So I'm on a mission to grow my own so that I don't have to be reliant on anything else, which is why things like the filters and the RO system and all that stuff matter to me. They're such small details, but they all matter. They're all a step closer to eating or consuming clean food, which is what's the most important to me. What's up, Jack Ashes? Good to see you. Happy Saturday. Les must be high, LOL. I saw it's at 21. Oh, no. That was an accident, Pro Pyro. I did not mean to schedule a live. Today's November 15th, and somehow I scheduled a live for November 14th at 3:48 p.m. So I don't know how I did that. I tried to go on a live this morning, or not this morning, like right before this one, and the screen was black. It says you're live, and the screen was black, and then it turned into a scheduled live. So I don't know what happened. I get my seeds from True Leaf Market. Blooming Rose, are you Canadian or are you from the States or the UK? Where are you from, Blooming Rose? Where's everybody from in the chat? Maybe solar panels be good investment. So I thought so as well until we had the Wickershire project off-grid project. He specializes in all things solar energy, and he was saying that in the winter months, it's probably not the best idea because something to do with the ice, I don't know. So it's not ideal for my setup. It was not a planned live, just testing a software, and boom, I was there. Nice bow tie. Happy leaf clearing. What's up, Enrique? Good to see you. Happy Saturday. I don't eat out or go to bars. I'm still saving money with my higher electricity bill. That's my story. Nice. I don't go out at all. I'm officially on team replay on this one. Nice. 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That sounds beautiful. It's cold here, you guys. Jad, no, you. I don't know if you're saying shut up, but no, you. I don't eat grocery store meat, period. Are you vegan? No, man. I am like the red meat queen. I cannot live without steak or burgers. So yeah, like some, who was it, Tobaccos, or yesterday he said, can you please go eat a cheeseburger? I'm like, that's a freaking great idea. You know what? I will. All right, we're gonna get started in just a second. All right, Toronto, nice. Scott says, wow. Thank you so much, Scott. Wow, right back at you. What's up, Great White? Good to see you. Save money in the aspect I stay home on the weekends instead of bar hopping and clubbing. Me too. I do not go out. I don't go really to the restaurant. I'm not even like social with friends, to be honest. I just stay home all the time. I love to make prime rib chili. Nice. We had this conversation on yesterday's live, Billy, Forever 21. All right, so I'm just gonna finish putting these lines together. So I already put the thing together. Now I just gotta connect it to the lines. And then I should also go check if I have enough zip ties, because I would like to get the trellis up today, but regardless, now is more about like planning, and then I'm going to execute later. And I'll probably do one of those. Last week I did a bunch of lives where it was like I'm not really engaging with the chat, I'm just working, and so that might be what happens later today. I mean, like, what? I get there's some really weird comments. You work hard, better than going out. Yes, honestly, this is, okay, if you got, I'll repost it, but if you guys haven't seen I had a reel that I made that was about my old life versus my new life. Going to the club, but in the grow tent. So oftentimes I blast music in the grow tent while I'm working, and sometimes I hear a tune that reminds me of my clubbing days. And then that's it. It's like all bets are off. I'm just like breaking it down in the grow tent, like as if it's the club. And it gave me this idea for a reel of like, you ever hear a song and it just takes you to another place? Well, that's how I feel when I hear music that I used to hear in the club, but in the grow tent. So I'm going to repost that video for you guys, or post it to the community just to show you, because it reminds me of that. I've had my heat on for over a month. Winter is needed to kill them bugs. Yes, I'm cooking hot wings for dinner. That sounds amazing. What time's dinner, calves? Yeah, calves, we're all coming over. What's up, Crumble? Good to see you. Happy Saturday. And me too, Blooming Rose. I love wings, just not cloned meat wings. Does not being social make you feel lonely? You know what, Fred? Being social makes me feel lonely because I don't see eye to eye with a lot of the people in my life, and so it's isolating. When you have different opinions than most of the people around you, it can feel really, really isolating. And so I enjoy spending time alone or in the grow tent or with this community. This is where I feel the most comfortable and not isolated, and I just feel happy. I actually feel very, very, very fulfilled with what I'm doing. That I used to be so social. You guys don't even know. Like last year, I was like, I gotta go out. I can't stay in forever. I think of it as solitude. Peace is so amazing. I'm having... why are you saying that as if you're... what? As if you're old, your clubbing days. I mean, I haven't gone clubbing in a very long time. Look, man, all I'm saying is, man, real life, man. I mean, what? Bye-bye. You're a strong character who has psychological self-sufficiency. No, it's because I had no choice but to keep myself entertained and to learn how to keep myself entertained and how to make myself feel fulfilled without being social and all that kind of... It's all an illusion, you know? What's up, Levels? Good to see you. Happy Saturday. I know, we've got quite the audience this morning. I'm excited and I'm honored that you guys choose to hang out with me on a Saturday morning. Like, wow. Cheers, everybody. Hope everyone's got your coffee or something nice you're sipping on today. Saturday. Today's gonna be a beautiful grow tent day. We're gonna pop our first seeds from calves tonight. I ordered some little pots. I am getting myself set up for that. We're gonna start our other channel later today, and that's why I'm also overwhelmed, because I got to think about that too and how I'm going to execute that part of my grow. What's up, Living Life? I love that handle. Living Life. Less overwhelming urge. Throat jab is... yeah. Oh, man, that's funny. So, Enrique, I'm in Canada, not USA. So right now it's 12:40 p.m. in the afternoon. I have an overwhelming urge to drink coffee and smoke this, Jay. Do it. Do it. All right, guys. So I'm just going to show you one last time. This morning, I correctly hooked up this bucket system. So this is where we're going to be growing all of our peppers. This is the Dutch bucket system. Everything has been connected correctly. I had to sort through all the different lengths of lines, and there it is. So now we're all connected here. We're all connected there. We're gonna get the pump in here. There it is, or the pump filter, and connect it, and then we're good to go. And then right now we're gonna focus on filling all of those plant ports with net pots and foam collars to block the holes. So we got a few things to do right now. So buckle up, because it's gonna be fun. Yeah, bong hits for lunch. Bucket's back in the house. Yes, good morning, Reef. Happy Saturday. And thanks so much, Great White. Canadian girls do rock. ProPyro is the in-house analyst, you guys. I love it. I love it. All right, I'm going to get my stool to sit on and... well, all I see is throat chops. Yeah, I'll leave the throat chops to Les. What do you put the seeds in? So I'll show you guys actually before I move on to the buckets. I'm sorry if this is annoying to you guys because you guys have seen this a million times for those of you that have been here every day. Let me turn this on here. So I germinate the seed inside the foam collar on a damp piece of paper towel because that's where they're going to grow. What's up, Mo? Good to see you. Happy Saturday. So those are strawberry seeds down here. They have not sprouted yet. Hang on, I gotta get better focus here. They have not sprouted, but I have some arugula. All the arugula seems to have sprouted. So these seeds are from Les the Tomato Whisperer. Shout out to Les. They're rocket arugula. And we've got our Armenian cucumber that's sprouted right here. And then we've got some eggplant, none of which have sprouted. Anyways, this is my grow medium. So the goal is to... once they sprout, we leave them in the foam collar and we move them to here. But these guys have been in here for weeks. So I need to get them into a system or start new seeds and just get rid of these because I don't want them to like develop any kind of issues and then bring it into the system. So I'm trying to decide on what I should do. I think they'll be fine as long as I clean the algae. Where did I get the strawberry seeds from? I got them from a company called Garden Easy on Etsy, and I swear I got ripped off. I know, right? $2.21. I'm not complaining. I'll take it. Where is the sand? There is no grow medium. It's just foam collars in a net pot, and then the roots, and that's it. So. For example, we've got our lettuce. It's got a bit of algae on it. I have to get that cleaned off. And there it is. Lettuce. Don't forget to like, comment. Yes, thank you so much, Cavs. I appreciate it. Yeah, I hope not, but we'll see. Maybe it's because it's Saturday and it's cold out and people are like, ooh, what is she doing? 3 years later, hard to find strawberries on Team. Yeah, honestly, I got these strawberries, like I said, Garden Easy on Etsy, and I'm like, I don't know if I got ripped off or not, but anyways, whatever. All right, let's get to work here. We're gonna put these lines together. Dim homegrown, all indoor hydro. What all do you grow? Tomatoes, cucumbers, salads, herbs. Lettuce, herbs. Peppers. We're gonna try strawberries again. I tried watermelon last grow. All kinds of stuff, and we're gonna try our hand at cannabis too, but that's gonna be on a separate channel. All right, so let me get my chair here, and I don't know if I need to sit while I do this, but we're gonna get this done quickly. Devo, no. Food, but eventually, yes. Go to a farm and buy strawberries, keep the seeds. Yup, I've even harvested seeds off of my frozen strawberries. What is the only fruit that bears seeds on its exterior? Clearly strawberries. Good enough for heaven, ever lied. I mean, bye-bye, Clark Kent, ya weirdo. Oh man, thanks everybody for hanging out with me. Appreciate you all. Happy Saturday, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. So I had reconnected all of these buckets, and unfortunately I hooked them up incorrectly. So now I have to redo my work, and now I'm wasting a little bit of time, but that's okay. at least I got the RO system going, and all that, so that's good. All right. So yeah, everybody, we're gonna get to work. All right. So we got to get the lines connected. We got to get all the net pots in that green tower so that tomorrow I can get the plants in there. Spain, it's legal to grow your own supply. Nice. I guess it depends. Like in Canada, I don't even know what the legal amount is. I should probably look into that. Put you guys here. Nice room, good utilization of space. You know what, Dim Homegrown, I would have done things differently now. But also, for those of you that are new here, we've also got the orange grow tower. So there's 3 grow towers and 2 Dutch bucket systems. What's up? Oh, who did I miss? I missed somebody. What's up, Flip? Happy Saturday. I want to see the likes over 100. Thanks so much, Reef. Appreciate the support. And what's up, Scott? Good to see you. I got approached in the streets and asked if I smoke weed or wanted to join a weed club when I went into Barcelona. Oh, that sounds cool. You know what? It actually sounds fun. I would have said yes. So this is just 1/4-inch tubing, and it connects to each bucket. So you've got your misting nozzles, and then connects to the tubing, and then each bucket is connected to each other. So right now I'm just going to put the tubing back in because I had to sort the lengths. I put the wrong lengths in the wrong spots and couldn't get everything to connect properly. So that's what we're working on right now. Every time I set something up, I think I could do better in space. Yes, so it's not even about space management. It's actually about creating a space that has proper airflow so that anywhere I put plants in the grow tent, I'm still gonna have proper airflow, proper light exposure, proper environment. I find that a lot of the plants that I put along that bucket system in the back, because they're against the wall, they're not getting proper airflow. And I find that if ideally, I would have split this system in half and made it into squares so that I can walk through all the sections. Unfortunately, now there isn't a lot of space to walk through, and it could be tricky for sure. Just flood trays. Yes, it is complicated, but it's fun. I do love it. And yes, airflow is key, and that's why I'm gonna put probably peppers, because peppers, even though they require proper airflow just like everything else, they're not as susceptible to things like powdery mildew or other stuff. So I'm choosing to put peppers along that back wall. It's all about, like, the first grow, I just kind of put whatever, wherever, and I didn't really worry about it too much. But then I had a lot of problems with my plants. So, but yeah, tomorrow we'll be ready to start the grow. What's up, Cannabis? Happy Saturday. Good to see you. Bye-bye, Dingleberry. You guys want to be weird? You can leave. Is it deep water culture? It's, I don't know, a lot of people call it deep water culture, but it's not. It's considered high pressure aeroponics, I guess. I don't know. Some people, when I say that, they're like, no, it's not high pressure aeroponics. So I think it's high pressure aeroponics in my opinion. It's not quite deep water culture. We'll try for that comment, but the truth is weird. I have some peppers overwintering right now. What variety? For those of you that are growing peppers, not like any deep water culture I've seen. People think it's deep water culture because there's a layer of water that kind of rests on the bottom of the bucket. But it's, what you growing? Avocado? Why does everybody ask if I'm growing avocados? No, I'm growing my own food. Well, produce. Can you show inside? So we got misting nozzles, and then this is the outside, and each bucket connects together. So yeah, guys, it's all about growing my own. I'm sick and tired of the crap from the grocery store. It just doesn't taste right, you know? Speaking of, I think we can do one last TFP in the kitchen of this last grow that I just had, because I still have tomatoes that just started to ripen. All those tomatoes that I harvested when I shut down the system, they're still good. Most people don't understand what you're using. Yes. Oh my God, I got 2 of those buckets. Great cannabis setup. Dan 420, it's actually for food. What's up, Crazy Dutch? That YouTube kid. Hello from New Zealand. Nice. Welcome, welcome. I am in Ontario, Canada, which is why I'm setting up my system to grow for the winter. Me and my wife settled down. Good for you, the bearded father. That is a great way to take control of your food sovereignty, you know? Hello from the moon. Nice. Do you sell the food, or is it just for personal use? It's just for personal use. What do you need to grow in the winter? Walls and a temperature controlled environment and a seeds and a system and lights, all kinds of stuff. What does pH stand for? Oh my gosh, that's a great question. Alexa, what does pH stand for?
I found 3 things that pH can stand for. 1. Penthouse.
Nope, not penthouse.
2. Preliminary hearing.
Nope, not preliminary
3.
hearing.
Potential of hydrogen.
Potential of hydrogen. That's what it stands for. Thank you, ProPyro. Thank you, Alexa. You guys are funny. So yeah, I'm just putting the buckets back down now. What happens if I don't have anything? Are my plants gonna die in the winter, or is there hope? I don't know what raspberry bushes do. I think you can just they can just stay outside, just cover them, and they'll grow back again in the following year. I know this chat is what is going on? I grew for years and years. Oh, nice, Thomas. Well, you taught me, or you encouraged me to research what pH stands for. Oh, that's a good idea. Take clones off the raspberry bush and grow those inside. Les got booted, he thinks, and he can't get back in. Can anyone help with that? Did somebody delete Les's comment or hide him from the channel? I'm gonna have to look at that. Let me check. Let me check in just a minute here. What happened with Les? Les the Tomato Whisperer. Yeah, YouTube is being funky these days, you guys. Yeah, not Les. Did anyone remove Les the Tomato Whisperer's comment? He said he got booted from the chat and he can't get back in. I don't know what happened, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out right now. So how's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are having a great day so far. I would never... Why don't you have it continually growing? Why start everything from start? Is there a reason why you do it like that? So Jacob, I'm still in the learning phases, and I accidentally got root rot and had a bunch of other issues. So I figured, oh, you're back. All right, Les, we'll just mod you up just so that you don't have an issue. We'll mod a couple of you people up here just so that I can get some help, just in case we get some weird people in the chat. All right, so can I grow plants in my room? I don't have a greenhouse. Yeah, stick a light in the closet, get a fan, and you can grow a couple plants. That's how people did it before they had grow tents. Les, welcome back. I don't know what happened. What lights do you recommend? Let's let the chat provide some recommendations, because we got so many experienced growers in the chat. I am not experienced at all. So I have only used Spider Farmer lights. I've never tried anything else. So if anyone in the chat has recommendations, drop them. He stole my what's that? If it glows, it'll grow. Yup. I tried a few times, even took a screenshot. That's so weird, Les. Hopefully you won't have an issue. Yeah, no problem, you guys. I was being weird about the wrenches, but now I'm like, you know what? You get a wrench and you get a wrench. Just don't delete any comments and just don't touch anything. I'm just kidding. I'm just such a control freak, you guys. I used fluorescent or high pressure sodium lights back in the day. What's up, Kenster? Good to see you. Red or blue light? I personally like whatever's on sale. Calves, that's where I'm at too. That's aligned with me. What's up, Carl? Vernon, bye-bye. We got some weird people here. Did you try and use peroxide to cure your root? So I've used hydrogen peroxide, yes. And I actually tried to do a root rinse with hydrogen peroxide, and I killed a lot of the plants, which is why I'm starting a new grow. So I'm just putting all these buckets back. So the drain hole here needs to connect with the drain hole on the center column. So that'll be done, and then we'll move on to the grow tower. Hello from Houston. What's up, Steve? Welcome, welcome. I use peroxide when I brush my teeth. Nice. I am the true tomato wizard. Nice. My dad got a bunch of LED grow lights. Bye-bye, lifestyle. Barina grow lights. Oh, why have I heard of that before? I think you've mentioned that before, Habitual. All this knowledge should not be free. Well, I want it to be free. I want people to learn. I understand that, but it takes me cheese to grow fire. All right. Do I use clay balls? So I used clay pebbles in the past. I don't love the clay pebbles because they cause a lot of buildup in my system despite soaking them. And so I've decided to use foam collars instead as my grow medium. What's up, Anthony? Good to see you. Welcome from the UK. Nice. So I am using aeroponics. Is aeroponic better than hydro? I think it's a matter of personal opinion. Hello from Canada. What's up, Ray? I'm also from Canada. Welcome, welcome. What are you starting today? I'm just fixing my bucket system, putting it back together so that we can grow, start our grow tomorrow. Barina is great for standard rack systems, but they're really budget, not waterproof, etc. Nice. I don't know what super crop is. What is aeroponics? Aeroponics is when the root is suspended in air and periodically misted with nutrients. So air and yeah. Whereas hydroponics, it's submerged in the water. Viper Spectra. All right. What's up, Louie? Welcome from Australia. Nice. Happy Saturday, everybody. If I buy $1,200, I can no longer give patients free medicine. Do I grow? No. Bye-bye. You got weird weirdos. How is aeroponics better than hydro? I don't know if it's necessarily better. I've never really tried hydroponics, so I feel like I'm not the right person to answer that question. But anybody in the chat tried both aero and hydro? We can talk about how maybe one is better than the other. What's everyone's experience been? Dutch buckets are back. What a cool looking setup. Thank you so much, Adam. Been growing for 16 years. Started hydro, never aero. Nice. Well, happy growing to you. I am, I'm going to be learning how to. We're actually going to be popping our first seeds probably tonight or tomorrow. But right now I grow my own produce. Yeah, didn't you get the memo? The circus is in town, LOL. That's how it works. People have jobs on weekdays. NFTs are also like aeroponic. Ebb and flow setup. That's cool. Air uses spray water roots. Yep, you got that right, Jacob. All right. Might miss... Hello from Dublin, Ireland. Nice. Are you growing weed? No. I will be, though. I do both aero and deep water culture hydroponics. I do like both depending on the crop. Yeah, I guess it also depends on what you're growing, right? Thank you so much, Kentucky Survival. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, we got some weirdos in here, but I make it very clear. If you're going to be weird, you're going to get deleted. I do hydro for my weed. Nice, Hugh. Welcome, welcome. What is your favorite thing to grow right now? Oh, man. I always say it's whatever's new that I haven't tried yet. But, what's my favorite thing to grow? I don't know. I like growing everything. I really like peppers. Peppers are always fun. I mean, I've tried growing so many things. Cucumber, tomato, eggplant, watermelon, flowers like dahlias, zinnias, celosias. I don't know, so many herbs, so much salad. Watercress and sunflower sprouts. Yep, we can grow that too. Poppy. Yep, I have poppy plants or poppy seeds. Psilocybin. I got to get into that. Yeah, so I got... try olives. I don't know if this, we've also got a lemon seedling here too, but anyways, the possibilities are endless, you guys. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna grab my chair now, and we're gonna connect, and then we're done this task. What was your new thing you grow this year? Oh, okay, so Ash, I'm actually trying Lesia peppers for the first time, as well as shishito peppers this grow. I've never tried them before, So that's cool. In terms of peppers, my favorite pepper plant to grow was the Chinese 5-color pepper plant. I think the entire time that I had my grow, that was always the star of the show, no matter what point in the grow I was in. Mocha swirl pepper, we're also going to be growing. Steve, the grow room is 20 by 10. It's a 200 square foot grow tent. Thank you, Habitual. Appreciate you. Chocolate Ghost. Oh, no, we're doing chocolate sprinkle tomatoes. That's what we're trying. But chocolate ghost pepper, that sounds cool. That green tower in the back you got, how does that work for you? Have you had any problems with that kind of setup? I had it made. I worked with a manufacturer. So these towers already exist, but I did do some modifications, which is why they're technically customized. Certain components are customized. So yeah, I'll show you guys quickly how it works. Just for those of you that joined, you might be interested. But yeah, guys, we're gonna hop on a live later to get some more work done. But so the grow tower, the reservoir is that black base at the bottom. The grow tower is on wheels, and there's brackets on the top that hook up to the lights. These are full spectrum LEDs. And then there's an irrigation pipe, this white pipe that you see here, and the water trickles out of the holes right there on the irrigation pipe and through the inner walls of the grow tower. Every plant port has a little scoop that kind of houses the roots and the water, and then it just recirculates. So that is the grow tower and how it works. I've had some issues with the grow tower in terms of like it leaking or certain things like that. So there are modifications to be made for sure. I mean, with anything in life, with any product, I feel like there's always room for improvement. So that's the grow tower. Love it for lettuce and herbs. The plant ports are 2 inches, so it's perfect for smaller plants. And yeah, it's a great system. The only thing is it's really tall. It's 10 layers, so you can do obviously different amount of layers. Okay, what am I missing here? I missed a lot of the chat. Can you grow Scotch bonnet? Yes, I can. I have seeds. Thank you to Les, right? I think Les sent. A lot of speed. Yeah, a lot going on today. I know. I'm like, talk faster, Natalie. Actually, I have a gift for talking really fast, so I can power through this pretty quickly. The Michigan Outdoorsman, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Good luck with your garden. Me and my wife have been cultivating for over 13 years. Good luck again. Let the fun begin. Come check back in about a month, the Michigan Outdoorsman. This garden will be looking very different and full of food. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. Happy Saturday. And I'm sorry if I missed any good, or not any good comments, but any of your comments or anything. The chat is kind of cray-cray today, so I'd be growing so many crops. Right now it's mostly brassicas. Yum. Nice. Mold must be a serious problem. How often do you deal with mold? Never. I try to manage the environment in the grow tent as much as possible, or as well as possible. And yeah, I'm missing some long things here. And so I don't have issues with mold. I've had like powdery mildew and other stuff, but never mold, or at least as far as I know. So Jacob, the towers, I actually sell them on my website, but they only ship within Canada. But they're $900 Canadian for everything. The lights, the reservoir, the tower itself, the net pots, the foam collars, all of it. You have a mint setup. Thank you so much, Leicester, or Leicester. I don't know how to pronounce that. Seem great for smaller plants. Yes. That's in the basement, Adam. It's not much bigger than the grow tent. Maybe one day, Moses, maybe one day. Circulation and humidity control takes care of mold prevention. Yes. Oh, I didn't send Scotch Bonnet. Well, then I don't got Scotch Bonnet. What's up, Stang Man? Good to see you. 12-hour fundraiser. All right, I'm gonna go check that out. You guys go check out the Let's Be Buds page on YouTube, or channel on YouTube for that matter. They've got a full day fundraiser going on, which is really exciting. I did not know that. I will go check that out. What are you on? Why are you so amped up? I am amped up because of all the people in the live. To be honest, I've never had this many people in a live, like, ever. So I'm pumped. And like I said, people give me energy. I see all these people and I'm like, let's go. Or let's grow. Yes, so Adam, my first grow, I had thrips and had to get rid of everything in the grow tent. I used to grow brassicas. Did you make those tables? No, I got them. What's up, Ian? Thanks so much for being here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. UV flashlights are great for checking for mold. How much does it consume electricity? So 28 kilowatts a day when everything is fully operational and on during the daytime schedule. 28 kilowatts. So 2,000 watts is being pulled for about 14 hours a day. But now it's going to be 12. Thanks so much, George. Appreciate it. What humidity do you maintain? It depends on the growth stage of the plants. When they're seedlings, you need higher humidity, like 50 to, no, maybe even 60 to 70%. But when they're in the flowering stage, probably 45% would be a sweet spot. What's your favorite thing to grow? I feel like this grow, my favorite was the Chinese 5-color pepper. I think that was my favorite. I'm good, English Spark. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you so much, TZ. Appreciate. Do not answer me. Well, I did now. We garden both cannabis and veggies. These study out saying that most molds were grew up saying it's systemic. PM are actually not, and it's just environmental issue. Yes, I know what you mean, Michigan outdoorsman. My plants like it humid. Yes, I bet. 28 kilowatts is less than 45 in Northern Virginia, or $4. Yes. All right. Let's keep it going here. Keep it moving. Nope. I don't know why I even sorted the lines, but some of them are still not right. You could tell that these were like cut by hand, not by a machine, because they're all varying in length. So, how are we for time? 1:15. So after this, we're going to continue to add net pots into the grow tower just to block all the holes. And then we will and then I'll go make some water, read up on fertilizer, and then later I'll probably hop on a live, probably around 8 p.m. Eastern time, I'm thinking, or something like that. And we'll continue what needs to be done. Or I just do it off the live, so that way I can actually get it done. Bye-bye, English Spark. Matthew, no, growing my own food. And Adam, I have a reservoir for every system. So this one bucket system has its own reservoir. The one behind it has another reservoir. That way I can have different plants, different growth stages, 2 completely different grows, as long as they need the same light schedule. It's so funny, I got all the lines sorted in like 5 minutes this morning, and I put the system back together in like 10 minutes this morning, and now on this live, we're already like an hour and a half in, and I haven't even finished. Talking too much, I'm talking too much. I am just a chatty Kathy. All right, let's see what everyone is saying here. Focus in, yeah. What kind of setup and is that? It's a Dutch bucket system. How much did that tent and everything cost in your setup? I'm actually working on a video with the cost. The thing is that it's really tough to say because back then things were much cheaper. So like, for example, I would include shipping as a part of the total cost, but shipping then is very different than shipping now. So it's not really, it doesn't feel like an accurate representation. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to present that information. Passion. Yes, I'm very passionate. I feel like Barney Fife watching Pyro and TFP eject people. Yeah. Pew pew. Just Grodoc Professor, thank you so much. Appreciate you. It is a show, but the basis of the show is come hang while I get the work done that I need to, right? At the end of the day, girls gotta eat. I gotta operate this grow tent. And until I have plants growing in here, I really should be quiet a little more, but I enjoy talking to you guys, so you know, it is what it is. So yeah, anybody check out that Star Wars audio that I used? How funny was that? May I ask what your entire setup cost? So Steve, I'm working on a video. Stay tuned. I said it was going to come out at the end of October, but I lied. So just hang tight. Video coming eventually. All right, I think this goes with the, this is like one of the long ones at the end. I like that you're so talkative. Really? Because I don't. I annoy myself. Punt the trolls, yeah. The eject button is working full force today. Yeah, the bucket system is cheap. I bet you get that set up for like $3.99. How much between does it cost? Like, would it cost 5K to 10K? Honestly, it's really as much as you want it to cost. I've seen people make these buckets themselves. To be honest, it's not really the cost of the actual systems. It's freaking shipping from China. So the systems themselves are probably aligned with what a system would cost you to make, to be honest. Like if you were to purchase materials and tools and your time. I know I totally gave you a politician's answer, but it's because I really, I don't, it's hard for me to give you a cost when I don't remember. And I don't have an invoice with me right now. What do you do with all this grow? I eat it. Yeah, be ready in 26 days. Exactly. Infused Pop-Tarts sounds freaking awesome. Larger professional grade system can cost from 1,000 to over 2,000. Yeah, so I would say, I mean, you know what? It's tough to say because it's like a total cost, right? So like the grow tent itself, this grow tent is probably a big portion of the cost, the tent itself. Grow tents this size are not cheap. Definitely not cheap. All right, so we're done this side. I have a couple more to connect here, but I'm missing some connection pieces, so I don't know if I have enough tubing or where. Oh, there it is. All right, I might have to, I don't know what happened. I'm missing some pieces, so I might have to add some additional tubing after the fact, or cut some, sorry. Yeah, because I'm missing, what am I missing here? No, I'm not. Not actually. All right, so this goes here, and then it connects to that center one. This needs a longer piece in here. I mean, that's really long, but I have to use it. This goes, no, that's too long. All right, we'll try to make this one work. All right, good. Now I gotta find, I'm missing one big connector for the pump for this side, but it's probably still attached to the pump. So I still have the other side to do, but I'm gonna do that off the live just because it's faster. What am I missing here? All right, we're gonna move over to the grow tower now. The grow tower, I have to pretty much, so there's a lot of net pots and foam collars that I still have to wash that I've been soaking in vinegar and all kinds of stuff. Citric acid, one bucket is citric acid, one bucket is vinegar, just to get off all the hard water. So this is the grow tower. This is what we're gonna fill tomorrow. So if you guys are interested in seeing the grow tower being filled with plants, we've got some lettuce over there. We're gonna get it into the tower tomorrow. But first I need to get all the net pots. So I'm literally just gonna steal net pots from the orange and yellow towers for now, since we're only gonna be powering up the green tower. What kind of stuff are you going to grow? All kinds of stuff. Cucumbers, tomatoes, eggplants, peppers. We might try, the thing is I want to try things like squash or other things that are similar to cucumbers, but all those things are so susceptible to powdery mildew that I only want to do like one of those types of plants at a time. So right now I'm just doing cucumbers. I'm also going to be growing zinnia flowers, which are in terms of like susceptibility to powdery mildew, zinnias are also susceptible. So between the zinnias and the cucumbers, that'll be enough, you guys. All right, so I'm just gonna grab a bunch of these net pots here. I'm stealing from the yellow tower and I'm just filling the green tower. So even though we're not going to be using all the plant ports right now, you want to plug all the plant ports, otherwise you're going to get water spraying potentially. All right. What am I missing? How do you preserve your eggplant? Sorry, so now I'm at the point where I'm just reading random comments, you guys. So I'm sorry if I missed anything really good. I'm amazed you have the patience to work and talk to so many people at once. George, I do my best. I actually really enjoy it. I enjoy connecting with people in the community and just learning from each other. It's really fun for me. This is actually how I learn. Is I connect with people in the community, and on these lives, I kind of put myself out there. I put my journey out there, and a lot of people respond and are very positive in their response. They want to help or provide information, and it gives me energy. So yeah, I guess I have the patience because I enjoy it. You can easily make that. Yep. Well, Sunny, I was using a hybrid between organic and synthetic nutrients, the General Hydroponics Flora Nova series, and it really messed up my system. This is going to be our first grow using a 3-part synthetic nutrients. Why not a glass house? Isn't it free to grow there all year round? It would still have to be heated. You would still need lights, so it won't be free. Anything you do is going to cost money. Even if you have an outdoor setup in soil, to have proper soil, you know, if you want to invest and have good soil, that's not cheap either. So everything costs money one way or another. Like the same thing 20 years ago. What's the Three Sisters Grow Doc? Grow Tower, is that aeroponics? I do not like butternut squash. So I will not be trying that. I actually am not really a fan of squash anyways. That's why I don't really care that I can't grow it. Yeah, so how do you preserve your eggplant? I don't. When I have eggplant, I eat it. I preserve it by cooking it and eating it. But it's okay. Like when you harvest it, it's usually good for a week, maybe even 2. When you get it from the grocery store, that stuff has been already harvested a while back. It's not new. It's not like it was just freshly picked the day before. So that's something to remember too. Is the stuff that you get from the grocery store isn't fresh. I got an 8-foot tomato plant in my closet. Damn. You've been on a while today. Yes, Andy. This weekend is going to be full of work in the grow tent because we got to get our grow started by the end of this weekend. I will not allow myself to delay any longer. What's up, Levi? What are you growing? I'm growing my own produce. Lettuce, herbs, tomatoes, cucumbers, all that fun stuff. Yes, you did, Les. You did send me butternut squash seeds. Doesn't the sun really heat it? I mean, I feel like we don't have enough sun for that, William. Oh, Three Sisters, bean, squash, and corn. What kind of lights are you using? To be honest, I'd have to look at the pamphlet again. I don't remember how many watts these are. I'm not crazy. Even my doctor said I'm getting better. I have paperwork saying so, LOL. I'm really familiar with those. So, Sunny, what do you grow? Do you grow cannabis, food? Yeah, what does everybody grow in the chat? And where is everybody from? I know a lot of people answered, but I always like to know who I'm talking to, where people are from, what you're growing. Like, this is a community here. It's not just about me. So everybody drop something about yourself in the chat, and I will take the time to read it. To train your plants so they are all the same height, you can move those lights to 10 inches above your plants for more PPFD. So these lights are going to be lowered all the way down. When I start seedlings in the buckets, these lights are probably a foot above the plants. And then as they grow, I raise them. think I have probably about like 20 lettuce seedlings to get in the tower. So that's going to be tomorrow, and then hopefully the buckets as well. The plan is probably to fill the buckets tonight, and train your plants with, oh, I already read that. Rockwool cubes. Yeah, I don't use Rockwool. I've used the same thing. What was the problem? Did it clog up your system? You can't use organic stuff. Yes, so I use the Flora Nova series, and that totally clogged things up. I also wasn't using anything else to help, you know, make it a little more soluble on its way down. I'm just gonna turn you guys around here while I grab net pots from the yellow tower. I grow seeds so other can grow trees and enjoy the shade. Oh, calves, I love that. So nice. There isn't enough time for me to list, lol. Tomato whisperer, I don't like acorn squash much. They always seem to taste off, but I love spaghetti squash. I grow sweet potatoes, strawberry, and piri piri chilies. I'm from Alaska, but live in Spain. Awesome, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. I saw a short, or you said you were late. Well, I was late on today's live. Where did you get the towers from? They look awesome looking. Thanks so much. I actually work with a manufacturer in China, and I sell them on my site. Mind you, the site's a little bit broken right now. Two types of apple trees, red currants, blueberry, raspberry, blackberry. How do you call a cutting from an apple tree inserted into a pine tree? A king's apple. I have to go. It was nice talking to you. Subscribe. Hope the rest of your day goes well. Thanks so much, Ash. You too. Happy Saturday, and appreciate you being here. Appreciate all you guys. Honestly, thank you so much. What a wonderful community. Okay, let me get some net pots from here. I'm actually gonna fill my tote up. Okay. All right. I'm just stealing from these. I have more to wash that are still soaking. So you guys, in total, I know I talk about this all the time, but in total, so every single system in my grow tent combined is 340 plant pots. So that's 340 net pots to wash, 340 foam collars to wash. Like that alone is a lot. And so it's something I've been doing in piecemeal. Every day I tackle a little more. Amazing stream today. Thanks so much, Pro Pyro. Yeah, today we had a whole new audience. I've never had that happen on a live before. That was wild. At one point I was like, holy crap, 200 people. I've never had that many people ever. I don't even know 200 people. Thanks so much, Zeus. Appreciate it. If it was made out of hemp and not plastic. True. You know what? You do the best you can. That's what I always say on these lives. You do the best you can. There are a lot of, people that are like, well, you're growing your own to avoid pesticides and whatever, but look at you, you're growing in plastic. And it's like, well, again, in life, you just have to do your best. And you gotta just, yeah. I keep saying the same thing over. Do the best you can. That's all you can do. So that's what I do. The best I can with what I've got. But I totally understand, like, yeah, ideally I shouldn't be growing in plastic. But you know what? You can't, yeah. That's why I'm trying to do what I do, is because like you're doomed anyways. Microplastics in the water already, like in the city water that you use, and then you use a filter, but then that has something else, and I don't know, there's always something, whether it's your nutrients, like the nutrients I'm using is bottled in plastic, so I'm also, you know, getting microplastics from that. Like there's just yeah, like I'm using, you know, foam collars. That can't be 100% great. Like there's just so many things that you can never really get away from it. And habitual, you said it the best. You got to pick and choose your battles, man. You got to do the best you can with what you've got. So then that's when you kind of, you educate yourself. And then once you have the knowledge, you can, you know, you can weigh your options and see, you know, if one outweighs the other. Some people sell people sell nutrients that are coated in PLA, tell you not to grow in plant. I know, right? Like that's what I mean. What's up, Grow Flame? Good to see you. And thanks so much, Jack Ashes. Cheers right back at ya. Yeah, so that's the thing, is it's really tough. Is there solid study results to tell us how much and how fast it gets in the water or food? That is a great question. You know what? If I were, I was going to say, if I were a better person, I would research that for you guys and post it in the community. But because I'm not much of a researcher, why don't you guys research it and post it in the community and let me know? Oh, man. I downloaded a PDF file for city water. They allow certain amounts of arsenic that's deemed safe. Yes. So I actually checked the ppm of my tap water yesterday because I want to be able to see the ppm, obviously before having put it through the RO system and after. So my tap water is 200 ppm. So I Googled that, and in Ontario, Canada, that's considered very safe for drinking. So 50 to 150 ppm of city water is considered really good city water, like really, really good. And then you have anywhere from like 200 to 400 is average for city water ppm. And then anything 500 or higher is considered dangerous. So, but the thing is, 200 ppm of what? You know what I mean? So, yes, George, I just got myself an RO system. I got the Hydrologic Stealth 150. So I've set it up today, and I'm going to be using it today to make some water so that we can fire up our systems and get this grow on the road. Or not this grow, I meant this show on the road, but this, anyways. I should just stop talking, you guys. There comes a point where I just talk too much and then I start rambling about stupid things. Who reminds you of a car salesman? I always laugh at the crack. Oh, I don't know who you guys are talking about. Anyways. right. So now the goal is to fill the system with water, get our nutrients in, and get everything circulating. So the way I'll do it is the feeding charts don't include CalMag, and I will need to use CalMag even with the Flora series. So yeah, I don't know about those ratios, so I'll have to just, I guess, use half the recommended amount first of CalMag, and then I'll work my way up. Oh my gosh, I still have coffee. So yeah, it doesn't say here, I don't think. No, this is just for the Flora series. So but that's okay. I'm going to print a better quality of this, and I'm going to log what I should be using from the start. So for those of you that are new here, I am still new to growing. It's been a couple years, but I've only had 3 grows total, all of which I've had like root rot, improper environment, poor airflow. So this is the first grow where we're really focused and trying to do things right. And so do I grow any asparagus? No, but I should, because I freaking love asparagus. So this is the first grow where, like, last grow was the first grow where I was even monitoring the environment, and that was new, and it was a total learning curve to me. So now I am how did I find myself here from watching Killing the Name Rage by I don't know how you found yourself here, but welcome. But yeah, so I didn't do things properly last grow. Even though I was monitoring the environment, I didn't know what VPD was. I didn't understand, like, I mean, I understand humidity and temperature and stuff, but that was my first time really starting to get into, okay, how do we optimize our environment? And everything plays a role, you know, and everything changes everything. So for every adjustment you make, there's another adjustment that follows, and it's just constant work, constant learning. And so now my last grow, because I did the entire grow on these lives, I gained a wealth of information and a wealth of knowledge from you guys. And so now we're gonna do things properly. We got some fans that we're gonna set up. We're gonna be using proper nutrients now. I got myself an RO system rather than using a distiller that only produces 3 gallons of water every 3 hours, which is crazy when you're running a whole tent like this. So there's a lot of things we're gonna be doing differently. So just stick around, you guys, because it's gonna be a great grow, and I can't wait for you guys to be a part of it. So I am going to sign off in just a minute here so that I can get some actual work done, and then grow your own coffee. Well, William, we've actually got the beans for it. Where are they? They're right here, you guys. So we're actually going to be trying the coffee plant. Where is it? Shout out to Mia Lifestyle for sending us these coffee bean seeds, or beans, or whatever you want to call it. So the only thing is there's only 5 beans or seeds in here. So I want to make sure that, like, I have the headspace to take that on before I start growing something else that's a learning curve. For those of you that are new here, you know, I'm a very visual and hands-on learner. So when I have to research something first and then execute it, sometimes I get off to a slow start, and it can be, you know, a little challenging for me. So I can't take on too much at once because I'm already in the thick of a huge learning curve. So I'm just trying to not overwhelm myself, but yet I'm still overwhelmed. Yes, so I am going to try to get on a second live tonight. The goal with that is, after I write everything down and I know in my mind what amounts of nutrients I need to add, and I figure all that stuff out. So also, I'm like really bad at math. I hate doing that stuff on a live. So I'm gonna figure out, yeah, come on, one more, you guys, one more. yeah, so I'm gonna figure out all the nitty-gritty stuff with numbers off the live, and then I will execute probably tonight. The idea is to fill the systems and then kind of let them circulate, check for any leaks, get the EC and the ppm and the pH correct, and then, you know, tomorrow we get the plants in. So may or may not do that on the live tonight. I will try to hop on tonight. So if I do, it'll probably be 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And I need time to make water. That's why I'm not sure. Will I be able to make enough water by then? So stay tuned, because we're fixing to find out. Thank you so much, Signwriter. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome. I'm glad I found your channel. You made me smile. Thanks so much, Zeus. You guys make me you guys all make me smile. Roots. RO is slow. Yes. So that's the thing, is with this RO system, it takes 4 to 5 hours to get 20 gallons, and I'm using these jugs, right? I'm going to be filling these jugs. So either I can get it to just drip into a large reservoir and then kind of like siphon it out into jugs after the fact, or I can yeah, I don't know, or I can put, yeah, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm gonna be making water. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. What a great live today. Honestly, this is the kind of stuff that gets me like hyped and gives me energy. So now I feel motivated. You guys truly hold me accountable to get this done. I'm such a procrastinator that normally I would just let it go and be like, you know what? I can start this next week. I can start this next week. But now that I know that you guys are watching and I told you guys that we're going to put plants in, we got to get this done, you guys. We got work to do. So for those of you that are new here, I go live every day at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So come hang out. We do stuff every single day. And the goal is to get stuff in the systems tomorrow. Kevin, growing stuff was my hobby, and now it's becoming a part of my job. So yay, how exciting for me. Thank you so much, Bernie. Appreciate you. And we are watching Let's Go. Thanks for saying that, Roots. And thanks so much, William. Thank you, Zeus. Appreciate all you guys. Welcome to all you newcomers, and for all the OGs. I mean, all of you guys are the best. Truly, thank you so much. You guys are the reason why I've learned everything I have, for the most part. And I really appreciate you guys. So have a wonderful Saturday, everybody. Look out for me later. I'll probably hop back on to get some more work done. But really, the real work starts now when I get off the live and I shut up. So bye, everybody. And don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. Peace, everybody. Come find me tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Same time every day. Peace. Okay, I'll go now. Bye-bye.